Hello, Internet. It's time to read the Bible. We're still in Chronicles, so we're still doing lists. Retreading ground we've already treaded before. So thank you for listening with me. I guess I don't know. It's been very difficult to motivate myself to keep doing this but we'll get through it. So, we're going to do a bit of a beastly voice now. Some men from Manasseh deserted the Israeli army and joined David just as he was going into battle with the Philistines against King Saul. But as he turned out, the Philistine generals refused to let David and his men go with them. After much discussion, they sent them back, for they were afraid that David and his men would imperil them by deserting to King Saul. Here is the list of men from Manasseh who deserted to David as he was en route to Ziklag. Adnah, Jozabad, Dediah, Michael, Jozabad, Eliu, Zilithai. Each was a high-ranking officer of Manasseh's troops. They were brave and able warriors, and they assisted David when he fought against the Amalek raiders at Ziklag. More men joined David almost every day until he had a tremendous army, the army of God. Here is the registry of recruits who joined David at Hebron. They were all anxious to see David become king instead of Saul, just as the Lord had said would happen. From Judah, 6,800 troops armed with shields and spears. From the tribes of Simeon, 7,100 outstanding warriors. From the Levites, 4,600 From the priests, descendants of Aaron, there were 3,700 troops under the command of Zadok, a young man of unusual courage. And Jehoiada, he and 22 members of his family were officers, the fighting priests. From the tribe of Benjamin, the same tribe Saul was from, there were 3,000. Most of that tribe retained its allegiance to Saul. From the tribe of Ephraim, 20,800 mighty warriors, each famous in its respective clan. From the half-tribe of Manasseh, 18,000 were sent from the express purpose of helping David become king. From the tribe of Issachar, there were 200 leaders of the tribe with their relatives, all men who understood the tempers of the times and knew the best course for Israel to take. From the tribe of Zebulun, there were 50,000 trained warriors. They were fully armed and totally loyal to David. From Naphtali, there were 1,000 officers and 37,000 troops equipped with shields and spears. From the tribe of Dan, there were 28,600 troops, and all of them prepared for war. From the tribe of Asher, there were 40,000 trained and ready troops. From the other side of the Jordan River, where the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh lived, there were 120,000 troops equipped with every kind of weapon. All of them. All these men came in battle array to Hebron with a single purpose of making David the king of Israel. In fact, all of Israel was ready for this change. They feasted and drank with David for 3 days, for preparations had been made for their arrival. People from nearby and from far away, Issachar, Zebulun, and Naphtali brought food on donkeys, camels, mules, and oxen. Vast supplies of flour, fig cakes, raisins, wine, oil, cattle, sheep were brought to the celebration for joy and spread through the land. After David had consulted with all of his army officers, he addressed the assembled men of Israel as follows.
Since you think that I should be your king, and since the Lord our God has given us approval, let us send messengers to our brothers throughout the land of Israel, including the priests and Levites, inviting them to come and join us. And let us bring back the ark of our God, for we have been neglecting it ever since Saul became king.
There was unanimous consent, for everyone agreed with him. So David summoned the people of Israel from all across the nation so that they could be present when the ark of God was brought from Kiriath Jearim. Then David and all Israel went to Baalah, i.e. Kiriath Jearim, in Judah to bring back the ark of the Lord God enthroned above the angels. It was taken from the house of Abinadab on a new cart, and Uzzah and Ahio drove the oxen. Then David and all the people danced before the Lord with great enthusiasm, accompanied by singing and by zithers, harps, tambourines, cymbals, trumpets. But as they arrived at the threshing floor of Chidon, the oxen stumbled, and Uzzah reached out with his hand to steady the ark. Then the anger of the Lord blazed out against Uzzah and killed him. David was angry at the Lord for what he had done, and Uzzah named the place the outbreak against Uzzah. And it is still called that today. Well, I don't know about today, but that today, then, when it was written. Now David was afraid of God and asked, How
Shall I ever get the ark of God home?
Finally, he decided to take it to the home of Obed-Edom the Gittite instead of bringing it to the city of David. The ark remained there with the family of Obed-Edom for 3 months, and the Lord blessed him and his family. King Hiram of Tyre sent masons and carpenters to help build David's palace, and he supplied him with much cedar lumber. David now realized why the Lord had made him king and why he had made the kingdom so great. It was for a special reason, to give joy to God's people. After David moved to Jerusalem, he married additional wives and became the father of many sons and daughters. These are the names of the sons born to him in Jerusalem: Shemua, Shobab, Nathan, Solomon, Ibhar, Elishua, Elpelet, Noga, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphelet. Kind of like Eliphelet. That's a nice name, I think. That's interesting. When the Philistines heard that David was Israel's new king, they mobilized their forces to capture him. But David learned that they were on their way, so he called together his army. The Philistines were raiding the valley of Rephaim, and David asked the Lord,
If I go to fight them, will you give me the victory?
And the Lord replied, Yes, I will. So he attacked them at Baal Perazim and wiped them out, and exalted.
God has used me to sweep away my enemies, like water bursting through a dam.
That is why the place has been known as Baal Perazim ever since, meaning the place of breaking through. After the battle, the Israelis picked up many idols left by the Philistines, but David ordered them burned. Good. Later, the Philistines raided the valley again, and again David asked God what he should do. The Lord replied, Go around by the mulberry trees and attack from there. When you hear a sound like marching in the tops of the mulberry trees, that is your signal to attack, for God will go before you and destroy the enemy. So David did as the Lord commanded him, and he cut down the army of the Philistines all the way from Gibeon to Gezer. David's fame spread everywhere, and the Lord caused all the nations to fear. Enough of that voice. Also, doing that with my eyes starts to kind of hurt after a minute. At least it wasn't lists, but it's still a repeat. I already know the story, David. Don't tell it to me again.
Anyway, Romans. Oh, we're in Romans. Yay. Makes sense. This is Paul got to Rome, and now it's Romans. Okay, that makes sense. Um, I forgot that's where Acts ended. It's been a while. Whew. Anyway, Romans chapter 1, verse 1 to verse 17. Voice, Yeah, friends of Rome, this letter is from Paul, Jesus Christ's slave, chosen missionary and sent out to preach God's good news. This good news was promised long ago by God's prophets in the Old Testament. It is the good news about His Son, Jesus Christ our Lord, who came as a human baby, born into King David's royal family line, and by being raised from the dead, He was proved to be the mighty Son of God, with the holy nature of God Himself. And now, through Christ, all the kindness of God has been poured out upon us undeserving sinners. And now He is sending us out around the world to tell all people everywhere the great things God has done for them, so that they too will believe and obey Him. And you, dear friends, are among those He dearly loves. You too are invited by Jesus Christ to be God's very own. Yes, His holy people. May all God's mercies and peace be yours from God our Father, from Jesus Christ our Lord. Let me first say of all that wherever I go I hear you being talked about. For your faith in God is becoming known around the world. How I thank God through Jesus Christ for this good report. And for each one of you, God knows how often I pray for you. Day and night I bring you and your deeds in prayer to the one I serve with all my might, telling others the good news about His Son. And one of the things I keep on praying for is the opportunity, Lord willing, to come at last to see you, and, if possible, that I will have a safe trip, for I long to visit you, so that I can impart to you the faith that will help your church grow strong in the Lord. Then, too, I need your help, for I want not only to share my faith with you, but be encouraged by yours. Each of us will be a blessing to the other. I want you to know, dear brother, that I planned to come many times before, but was prevented, so that I could work among you and see good results, just as I have among the other Gentile persons. For I owe great debt to you and to everyone else, both to civilized people and uncivilized alike. Yes, to the educated and uneducated alike. So, to the fullest extent of my ability, I am ready to come also to you, Rome, to preach God's good news. For I am not ashamed of this good news about Christ. It is God's powerful message to bring all who believe it to Him. This message was preached first to the Jews, but now everyone is invited to come to God in the same way. The good news tells us that God makes us ready for heaven, makes us right in God's sight. When we put our faith and trust in Christ to save us, this is accomplished from start to finish by faith. As the scripture says it, the man who finds life will find it through trusting God. Yes, I rather enjoy it. Now we move on to Psalms chapter 9, verse 13 and 20. And now, Lord, have mercy on me. See how I suffer at the hands of those who hate me. Lord, snatch me back from the jaws of death. Save me, so that I can praise you publicly before all the people of Jerusalem. Jerusalem weep and rejoice that you have rescued me. The nations fall into pitfalls they have digged for others. The trap they set has snapped on them. The Lord is famous for the way he punishes the wicked in their own snares. The wicked shall be sent away to hell. This is the fate of all nations forgetting the Lord. For the deeds of the needy shall not be ignored forever. The hopes of the poor shall not always be crushed. O Lord, arise and judge and punish the nations. Oh, yes, please. Don't let them defy you. Make them tremble in fear. Put the nations in their place until at last they know they are but puny men. Now we turn to Proverbs chapter 19, verses 4 and 5. A wealthy man has many friends. The poor man has none left. Also, punish false witnesses. Track down liars. Oh, what a better world we would live in if we were more diligent in that as a society. Oh, that I think is the thing that pains me most about the world today. It has rejected truth as a concept almost entirely. It values lies and it simply ignores facts, and it's so frustrating. No, I don't care that you put on a wig and a dress. You're not a woman. I don't care that you don't like violence. Is sometimes you need to shoot someone to keep them from doing something bad, and sometimes when you catch someone after doing something bad, you have to cut the head off or electrocute them or in some other way in them. And there are so many lies in Congress and on the news. Nobody cares. Well, the people care, but we don't have a way to do anything about it most of the time because we don't. A lot of people don't know which is lie. I certainly don't know what all the news is lying about. What I don't think they tell the truth at all anymore. I think they just spin. Even if the truth serves them, I don't think they would be able to tell it. They would still want to twist it in some way to maybe make the other side, whatever side it is, that look even worse. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to rant. I try very hard not to hate the world. I don't succeed often. In any case, I still love the Lord, and He loves the people. And the people make up the world, so I must try more diligently to love than not the world itself, for we know who is in charge of the world, He who is in the world. Greater is He who is within me than he who is in the world, as they say. In the book, I don't remember exactly where, but somewhere. Sorry I've ranted a bit long here at the end, but I hope you enjoyed both the reading and my band. I think it's this voice. It feels like a very whiny voice. Someone who is prone to complain. It brings out the inner complainer in me, I think. In any case, thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the reading and were edified by it. And as always, God bless you.